Hey, this video is a follow-up video of my innovation video. So the video I made about how innovation can transcend times. So for you to really understand the context of this video, you need to go watch that one, okay? Um, you know, talking about the solution that I was offering for the problem, that I didn't realize that there was a better way to frame it to be able to get access to this opportunity. You know what actually came to my mind in the middle of all these thoughts, about how the lock and key experiment worked? I realized that whether or not, because I eventually made the application, so whether or not that application comes out successful, guess what? Something has shifted in my mind. A possibility blind spot has been shattered because I now know of an alternative way to frame my idea in order to get it to the table. Oh, I know. And being successful with that particular application or not cannot take it away from me anymore. I've seen it. And you see why the idea of failure, how you define failure, can be subjective. So there is someone that I listen to from time to time, and he's called K Factor. We met once, I believe, at the Salzburg Global Seminar in Salzburg, Austria. So, and there is something that he does that I quite appreciate, and I hope that this year I would learn to do it more. You know how it's easy to get pressured on LinkedIn where everyone is sharing, I'm happy to announce that I'm doing this, everyone is celebrating you. But behind that one yes, or those 2 yeses that we're celebrating, we don't get to hear about the 80 no's you got before showing up there. And that's what K Factor does that I really appreciate. He reels out all the no's he got. So he reminds you that the yeses you celebrated with him, what you didn't know was he had this other no's behind. So a build-up of failure, when failure builds up, it can become like a staircase to help you assess the yes at the top. It can help you. It's also about perspective. I've failed in some competitions or some applications, but I came out more bold. Why? There are a couple of applications or competitions, whatever it is that I apply for, that most of them is not a yes or no. Sometimes it's in stages. There was one particular one, I would not mention the name of it. I applied for it last year and I moved from the first to the second stage. I was so excited. Second to the third stage, I was excited. And moving from that third stage, the next point would have been selection. So it's like semi-finalist to finalist. But I got dropped off at that point. Even though I felt terrible, I was angry. I felt bad. Maybe not angry, but I just felt bad. I put in a lot of effort. I was really looking forward to this. But I also got a good feedback. That for this application to have crossed first stage, second stage, and got to the third stage, there must be something I did right. And probably being dropped off at that third stage might just be because of some small nuances. I learned that word from an HR when I got rejected one time. And I was so offended, I had to write the person back. He said, "Oh, Benedicta, we rejected you because of some small nuances." I emailed back and said, "Hello, thank you for your feedback. Could you please let me know what the small nuances are so that in my next application I can know better?" Yeah, Benedicta, we can say small nuances. So, well, back to the story. So now I know that for my application to have crossed from the first to the third stage, and even though it didn't get to the fourth stage because of some small nuances, then I know that I must have done something right. And then I need to, even though I don't have the information of what these small nuances are, I have to reinvent it. I have to look at it, make minor changes, edits here and there to make it acceptable the next time. Failure can be a positive feedback. It depends on how you look at it, and it depends on how you take it. Don't beat yourself up. Reinvent yourself.